Today we are going to be movie makers, but before we even get started, I need you to open your camera app and take some pictures of your favorite book. So I chose Jabari Tries, and I took a picture of the cover and the inside pages, all sorts of pages, because I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet. So I need you to pause this video and find a great book that you would like to promote on a book trailer, because we're going to make movies. Here are six, maybe seven if you want, ideas for pictures. I always take a picture of the cover. Then I try to find a picture that has the characters in it. Next, I want a picture of the setting. And then I want three activities that happened in the book. So maybe they're problems or challenges or something that you could talk about. And then I put a heart at the bottom because I always like to show what I love about the book. So here's my favorite part, or this is what I love about the book. So pause this video and take about 6 pictures, maybe 7, depends on how long you want your movie to be. And then come back because we're ready to get started. Welcome back. The app that you're looking for is a light blue and white app with a little camera on it. See if you can find it on your iPad. When you first open up your app, you might get a white box that says, "Could we please have access to your photos?" And you're going to hit allow access to all photos. Or maybe the option says, okay. Now we're going to go over each of the features, and some I'm going to skip because we're going to save those for a little later. When you first open up the app, you should see a box with a plus sign in it. If you do not, up in the corner is a little white square where you're holding all of the great movies that you're going to be making. So if you tap on that, you should then see a white box with a plus in it. That means add new or create a new one. This is where all of the music is held for your background music. If you'd like to take a video or snap a picture, you do that here. I've skipped a few of the features, but the most important ones we're going to go over now. So the arrow is pointing toward the camera roll. It says library, but it really means the library of photos that you just took. So it's going to connect to your camera roll. That's super important as we upload our photos. The big red bar is your recording button. You could hold it down, but you only get about 30 seconds to be able to talk, which I know this is surprising, but Mrs. Ledford needs a lot more than that. So if you swipe up, it'll record as long as you want, and that's my favorite. This is a library full of pre-made images. I like to use them to start out or end any video clip I make. This is where the magic happens. I think that this button is called the enhancement button, but I love to call it bring my movie to life button. And it provides all of the sparkles and the fun little pop-outs in our movie, as you're going to see in just a moment. When we open up clips, you will see that it doesn't have any pictures. So we're going to add pictures. So we're going to tap on the word library and our camera roll will pop up. So the first thing that we want to do is find our cover and tap on our cover. I can take my fingers and pinch that cover and make it fit perfectly. So I actually slid my fingers closer together to make it get a little bit smaller and fit. Now, if I really want to capture somebody's attention, I will tap the rainbow colored star, and you will see that the first thing that pops up is filters. So if I go across the bottom, you will see that I have all sorts of ways of making this cover look just kind of cool. I can make it look like a coloring book. I can change it up just a little bit, but I think I'm going to keep it on the original picture because I think that is best when I really want people to look for my book. So I want it to be as true to the cover as I possibly can. The next feature is the text feature. So even though it says play or this is it, nice, let's do it, if I tap on it, I can actually change the words. If I get rid of them, I can say something like, you'll love this. What do you think? And then let's move that over to this area right here. You'll love this. Now, if I'm not crazy about it, I can drag it to the trash can, but I'm thinking it's okay. Next, I come across the stickers. Now, I want you to be super careful. So many people love to put stickers all over their pictures, but then we actually lose what we're trying to say because people are more fascinated by the stickers and their movement than they are hearing what you have to say about the book. So I am giving you a 2 sticker limit, 2 sticker. And I love the star. So I'm going to make it over here and I'm going to tilt it. And again, I'm pinching my fingers and I think that's kind of fun. And that's it. I really want people to see the cover of the book. If I wanted to put an emoji for my favorite spot or a spot that's sad, I might put an emoji in the corner. And if you've seen any of my past videos where I'm reading a book, you'll often see some of the emojis pop up at certain times in my book. So when I'm done, I'm going to hit that X. And now I'm ready to record. So that red button, if I hold it down, I only get a few seconds, but I think I want longer. So I'm going to swipe up and then I'm going to start reading my script. Have I got a book for you? You are going to love this book. It's called Jabari Tries by Gia Cornwall. Then I hit my stop button and I'm ready to go on to the next page. And I want to tell a little bit about the characters. So let's see if I can find, there we go. Now I've got some words in there, so I want to maybe make it bigger. There we go. I want to get the words out. That's my way of cropping it, so I made it larger. In our story, we have 2 characters, Jabari and his sister. And I stop, and not every page has to have stickers or sparkles. So I'm going to go back into the library, and I am going to move my picture a little bit so you can see Jabari and his sister. I want to get the words out. The story takes place in Jabari's backyard. He's decided that he is going to work on a project with his sister. Again, I tap and I add, let's see, my next picture. I think I'm going to add this one. So I want to give everybody a little hint that it's not always going to be a happy story. Are you ready? Jabari worked really hard on his plane, but sadly, it didn't work. Move on to the next one, and you get the feel. I just start tapping the library, adding. Now, what happens, Mrs. Ledford, if you make a mistake? Well, that's easy. You can see my pictures at the bottom, and I realized that I didn't really tell people much about the story. So I'm going to tap on this. When I tap on the picture comes up and I can trim or delete. I want to hit the word delete because I don't like my words. There, delete clip, and it goes back to the other clip. We hit done, and now I can add my picture again. Oh, wrong one. Hit library. Find the right one. There we go. Jabari has a project. He really wants to make his airplane fly, so he's spending Saturday in the backyard with his sister trying to make his airplane fly. His first attempt doesn't go so well. And I hit stop, and then I can go on to my next one. Like all good engineers, he goes back to his plans to figure out what happened and what went wrong. Stop recording. Maybe this time I might want to add some sparkles. Let's go back to the stickers, and how about if I add some sparkles over here? You can add your stickers, your emoji, or your text before you start recording or after you start recording. Either way, but not every picture needs a whole bunch of glitter on it. Remember, you want people to pay attention to what you're saying and look at the pictures more than all the really fun features. As you go on, you're going to finish up and you're going to add some music, and that's the fun part. I just touched the music note, and I'm going to hit soundtracks, and you will see that I have all sorts of soundtracks. Some of them I've already listened to and even used, so they're in white letters. So let's listen to this. What do you get? What you want? Baby, I should start over. That one. And you see that little check? I'm going to click on the check. And I'm going to go back. And you'll see that my soundtrack appears. I'm going to hit done. And now I'm going to play it from the beginning. Have I got a book for you? You are going to love this book. It's called Jabari Tries by Gia Cornwall. In our story, we have two characters, Jabari and his sister. The story takes place in Jabari's backyard. He's decided that he is going to work on a project with his sister. Jabari has a project. He really wants to make his airplane fly, so he's spending Saturday in the backyard with his sister trying to make his airplane fly. His first attempt doesn't go so well. Like all good engineers, he goes back to his plans to figure out what happened and what went wrong. If you want to find out if Jabari ever gets his plane off the ground, you've got to get to the bookstore or the library to get Jabari Tries. All right, I think I'm good. And now I want to save it. How do I save it, Mrs. Ledford? Well, down in the corner, you will see a little box with an arrow sticking out of it. When I tap on that, I want to save my video. It takes a few minutes, but it's going to save to your camera roll. At this point, you can upload it to Seesaw. You can share it with friends. I bet your teacher would love to see what movie you made. I know I would love to see it and be able to put it on our website at the Media Center. There we go.